tomorrow at Widener Field. It is finally here. A chance to celebrate everything about the 719. Really, that's what we're doing tomorrow, especially the local beers, the local drinks. There's going to be tons of local breweries and distilleries there tomorrow, including Storybook Brewing. It's going to be one of the breweries there tomorrow. I've got Pete's here from Storybook Brewing. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me, Cate.
Of course, thanks for coming. Before we get into 719 Day, I did just kind of want to talk to you about the brewery itself. If people haven't been there before, explain it to us. What is Storybook Brewing all about?
Well, it's a small brewery, so it's about family and friends, and just going in, having a good time, and I think it's more about building a community. Like, we built a lot of regulars and a lot of community in that area. It's in a location that where my mom grew up, actually, pretty close to there. And they're just good, hardworking people that live over there. So they come in and they have a good time and they get to know each other. And then they come back and everybody, it's almost like Cheers where everybody knows their name.
Love it.
Kind of like that.
That's ideal, though.
Community, yeah.
Where is it located exactly?
It's on El Paso Street, just north of Fillmore.
Okay.
So kind of near remember the old dog track? They used to have a dog track here. It's on El Paso and like near Nevada.
I do know what you're talking about. I'm not from here, but I do know what you're talking about.
It's like a big marijuana place now, I think. But.
So Storybook Brewing, there's a theme going on here, right? For you guys?
Yeah. I'm just kind of an old geek. Played Dungeons and Dragons in high school, stuff like that. I like good fantasy stories. So we do a fantasy type theme with things like Java Dragon Porter, Gnomish Beer Goggles. Just the whole theme is really about fantasy and stories.
That's awesome. That is awesome. And I know that that appeals to a lot of people, you know. So, and you're all about the dragons, I see, too, which is awesome. Oh, yeah. Like, we were just talking off the air. Nobody's going to say that a dragon is lame. They're going to say it's the coolest thing ever.
Right, right. I mean, everybody likes a good story, you know.
Yeah, exactly. So Storybook Brewing, before we get into 719 Day a little bit, what are some of your go-to, your staple beers that if you can kind of paint us a word picture of them?
Well, the funny thing is we didn't even, the best-selling beers we have are probably beers we didn't even start. I brewed a long time ago, but I never thought that they would be popular, because most breweries, most popular beer is an IPA or something like that. Ours is actually the Last Strawberry Honey Wheat, or you guys like that song "Whoa Black Betty" by Ram Jam? Right, somebody's singing it. I like it. Whoa Blackberry Bamalam is one of ours that sells really well, and those are things that I didn't think I'd be able to sell anybody fruit beer, and that's the way it is. So those are staples, and of course Java Dragon Porter, one of my favorites. It's pretty popular. Little Red's Rocky Neal.
So again, in studio with Pete from Storybook Brewing. You guys are going to be at 719 Brewfest tomorrow. So what are you going to exactly bring tomorrow to the Brewfest that people can try?
Yeah, I was talking to John. John said he really likes red ale. So I'm going to go ahead and bring a Little Red Rocking Ale. And then we're going to bring an IPA, because a lot of people like an IPA. It's going to be a very generously dry hopped IPA. So you're going to get a lot of the finish side of it. Moderately bittered, not super bittered, because I don't like them as bitter. More balanced type IPA, and it'll be more refreshing. So it'll probably be a nice summer day tomorrow. Beautiful day to be out in the field. So it's a nice time to drink like a nice light type IPA.
Yeah, quench the thirst. Yeah, for sure. So Storybook Brewing going to be at 719 Day Brewfest tomorrow. It's nice that you're our last interview. So it'll be top of the mind for everybody tomorrow. They're going to walk in and be like, where is Storybooks? So we'll see you tomorrow at Widener Field. John Eddy is here with me, too.
Okay.
Anything else you want to throw out before the big day?
I'm just really excited about this whole thing, and you know, local businesses, local brews. This is where we live. It's not like going to a brew fest and saying, hey, this is really cool, I can go get this in liquor stores because it's made somewhere else. This is, hey, the guys who make this beer are the ones pulling tap and pouring this beer, and who I can actually speak with. This is a really visceral experience when it comes to beer. This is the real deal. You're actually getting to go around to these 14 breweries and 3 distilleries and talk to the people who are involved in the process and who really, you know, put their extreme hard work into making not only their beer but their business thrive, and that's a really exciting part of community and beer and local commerce, the whole thing. And then, you know, music and community and the whole thing. It's such an exciting time and such a great event and way to celebrate local. We've still got tickets available, 719day.com. Check it out, and we're just really excited about tomorrow.
I'm very excited about tomorrow. Like I said, I've said this before, but last 719 Day, I was only here for like a month or so. So now I've been here for, a little over a year, so I can really celebrate. And, I've seen why this is such a great place. I've had that time to see why it's such a good place. So it's good to celebrate this year for sure.
Yeah.
So I'm very excited. VIP gates are at 5.
Yep.
General admission gates at 6 o'clock. Chance to sample tons of local breweries, local distilleries, local food. Of course, one of those breweries being Storybook Brewing. So, Pete, thank you so much for coming in and talking to us a little bit today. Go see Storybook tomorrow. Sounds very refreshing, if you ask me.
It's my pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank you, John. And we'll see you tomorrow at Widener Field.
Thanks, Cate.
We're almost there. These guys going to be at the Black Sheep on July 25th. It's their newest one. Hi, Sir Sly on RXP.